Hiya, okay, so just to show you some more collision, I've done a few more objects. Very simple collision, especially for this scene that we're doing. We don't need complex collision. And it's like I showed you before. Here's the birch tree that I've done. And all I've done is put collision from the base up to here. I'm not going to ever touch these objects in this scene. If, like I said before, if you want projectiles or you want to be able to climb trees or do something like that, then you need to put collision up through here on the branches. I wouldn't put it on the foliage, just on the actual branches themselves. But like I say, keep it very simple and you'll help out the engine. Don't use the actual model itself, whatever you do, especially for trees, because it will include all of the polygons you've used for the foliage, and that would just be a disaster trying to calculate all that collision. So, add a mesh collider and bring in the simplified mesh. This is this one here, down here, and you can see it in my collision folder. It's very simple. You don't have to cap it. I know in Unreal, I'm pretty sure you have to cap the collision, but in Unity you don't have to do that, and it works fine. I've also done this log again. Very simplified collision. You can see it down here. Fallen tree. If you have a look at it, it's very basic. Nothing to it. Again, I've capped the ends this time. Just to avoid any sort of problems stepping into it on this from the ends, and I can walk along this now, so I'll show you that in a second. And finally, I did this tree here, big old oak tree, just up to there. Same again, very simplified. All I want to do is collide with it, and that's it. So keep the polygons very low. And just follow the basic shape. You can see what I've done there, and that's it really. Each one of these objects has got a mesh collider, and down here you can see, and then the oak tree collision added into the mesh slot there. And I'll just show you that working now, so you can see that they do actually work. So if I go up here, I can't walk through that and slide through it. This is what you need. This fella here I can walk on now, see, which is quite cool. Slide off, dunk, there we go. And then this tree here, I can't walk through it. There we go. That's it, that's collision really. And what you want to do is go around every object and do that. Just put really simplified collision, especially with your rocks. You want to bump over that slightly if if it's on the ground. If it's first person, you can get away with a lot more, because like these little ones won't need it. You'll never know that you're walking through it. You never see it. You might see other people doing it if there's other characters in your game, but you can control that also. So just think about your game and what you want from your collision before you start adding it. For my purposes, it's just very simple. Very simple. Just boom. That's it. I don't need any more than that. I just want to be able to navigate my scene and walk through it without going through objects like this, which looks ridiculous. So I shall add some simplified collision to all these objects so they work nicely. It's not an art issue, but if you're a small team and you're doing everything, then you probably will have to add the collision to your objects. Otherwise it will just get handed on to somebody else to deal with in a much larger team. So that's it. That's collision. I'm not going to show you any more. It's as simple as it gets. You've white boxed. You've done detailed mesh. There is nothing in creating collision that you haven't already done just in the white box section, actually. So keep it simple, keep it low, keep it functional, and you can't go wrong. I will see you Oh, one more thing, sorry, I did fix the problem with this camera. It was offset, so if I walk in here now, look, I can't go through the walls. I can look along them. It's all fixed. If I come stand down here next to it, I rotate, I'm still in the same spot. So it was a problem with the character controller. The camera somehow, probably when I was editing, got moved behind the actual first person controller cylinder. So that's fixed as well. So now my collision is pretty spot on wherever I go. I think I've already done the barrels actually. Yeah, so I can't walk through the barrels either. They're pretty simple. I think I've showed you them already. So there we go. That's our collision taken care of, and good luck with the remainder of the objects. It's very simple. I'll see you in the next lecture.